Hey, welcome. Sorry, a little delay. I'm trying to figure out tech stuff. Anyway, welcome to the Rebel Ballerina Show. I am your host, Lisa Loree, the Rebel Ballerina. And things are really gearing up. I'm very busy, a little bit overwhelmed with all the things going on right now because I am still finishing up my book, which is like a lot. And I have to digitize it though, because I'm handwriting it like pen and paper, which I love because creatively, that's the best way for me to get this out of my mind and onto something that is legible. Well, hopefully, my handwriting is legible. But at this point, that's how I've been writing. But now I have to also digitize it. So I don't know if any of you have done this before, but it's like there's so much more that goes into writing a book than I really had any idea about. So I have to digitize it. Um, Usually I'm speaking it into the computer and having it, like talk to text kind of thing, which is great. But if I don't enunciate really well, then I have a lot more editing to do. So I have to figure out how to enunciate much more clearly the next time I do a chunk of my speak to text. So, but then I went back and found that there was a large portion of part of my first chapter missing. So I've just been typing that in because it's like in between stuff. So anyway, so that's a lot. And see, when I was in high school back in the 80s, that's 1980s, there was this thing called typing class, and I didn't do very well at all. I think I got a C, barely. Not good. I don't know. It just is so funny because here I am a ballerina. I can coordinate the entire body, but just the fingers, not so much, I guess. So now I'm like, dang it, why didn't I do better in typing? All these years later. Oh well. Anyway, excuse me. So that's a that's a skill that if you have, oh, what a nice skill. My daughter types really well, really fast, accurate, everything. I'm like, yay, that's excellent. I'm so glad she has that skill because I certainly missed it. And now I'm missing it. Excuse me. Ah, something just got in my throat. I am so sorry. I don't know if it's dust. We have a lot of wind going on today and it's cold. Thus, a sweater at the end of May. But yeah, it's cold and windy, so I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff blowing around that my body just loves. You know, going down the throat, up the nose, yay! Allergies, so fun. And the temperature. I am a warm weather person. And I know people look at me funny because I walk around with warmer clothes on. And, everyone looks at me sideways like, why are you wearing such warm clothes? Or I'll be like, gosh, it's so cold. And they're like, no, it's not. But I actually run really cold. Actually, my body temperature, like normal, the normal is 98.6. My normal is 97.2. So I literally run on the colder side to begin with. So there's part of it right there. Anyway, so there's so much going on, but it's extraordinarily exciting. So I've got the book stuff going on. I have dancing that I'm, you know, trying to keep up with, and but I'm still teaching too. So there's a lot. Working out at the gym to kind of fill in the gaps and do a lot of my conditioning stuff, abs, rolling, a little bit of pointed strength work and a lot of stretching, things like that. And geez, it's amazing that takes so much time. It's like, really? How come I can't just go, "Eh, eh," and I'm done? Shouldn't it be like that? I mean, good grief, I've been stretching my whole life, really. Thankfully, I've retained that even through all of the years of not dancing. I still maintained somehow or retained somehow a great deal of my flexibility, thank goodness. But it is a little mm, frustrating, I'd say, when I've been doing this for literally decades and I stretch now because I'm dancing a lot more. I stretch thoroughly, daily, maybe not on Sundays, but otherwise daily, very thoroughly. And it's like, why doesn't this just stay? It's like the age old question for any dancer or even any athlete, really. Like, why doesn't this work just stay in the muscles? But it doesn't. It's stuff that we have to do every single day with tons of consistency. It can't be just 5 minutes. It's got to be the real deal. Eh, oh well, that's how it is. But I do enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. That's what's so crazy. I am loving every bit of all these things going on. And it's just so refreshing. And I've had some things that have reminded me, especially 'cause of what I'm writing, have reminded me of a time in my life where things were very stressful and overwhelming, but in a very negative way. And I'm living this dichotomy right now where I am seeing how that used to be, remembering how that used to be, and actually writing about it. So it's not just contemplating a little bit. I am like organizing and explaining. And so it's pretty thorough and it can bring back some anxiety and things. But it's really amazing to have this new way of living and to see how, okay, yeah, I am overwhelmed. There's a lot to do. I'm feeling the pressure of a timeline. I'll be dancing and speaking at two events now. I have one on July 2nd. So I'm really excited to add that. And then, of course, a big event coming up July 17th. And I still have a lot to do to prepare for that. And that's part of what I'm working on now. I still have to choreograph that. It's thankfully it's about 3 minutes of time that I'm going to be doing my dancing, but still I got to do something. So, and I have a dear precious friend who is this extraordinary pianist. Oh man, she can just sit down. Actually, she did this one time. There's a video of her in an airport somewhere where they had a grand piano just sitting out in the lobby. And so she's like, all right, and sat down and started playing. And oh, gathered a huge audience, a huge mass of people just come to see what was going on. Who was playing that beautiful music? And it was her. It was Victoria. And I'm so excited because she's agreed to collaborate with me and compose music for what I'm doing. And I'm so thrilled. It's just, that's so exciting. It's so fun. And I love being able to showcase her and her heart and soul and her work. So it's super exciting. So I have some of that music and I have to get choreographing to that. So I'm really excited about that too. See what I mean? There's so many things. There's so many things I've got to do, but they're all really good. So it's an amazing difference being able to go from that stressful ooh, life of uh chaos and depression, anxiety, stress, cortisol, and have that life that is described by that to now having a life described by joy and fun and excitement and awe. Like, wow, wonder. This really is what it's like to be a kid again. When you think about how little kids view life, you take them to something new that they've never seen before because they're kids. And, you know, we forget as adults what it was like to see something for the first time. Because now that we're adults, well, we've seen stuff lots and it just becomes, right? Mundane or whatever, or we just become flat out cynical about it. Like, yeah, that's a really big redwood tree. Okay, yeah, I've seen it. Instead of going, whoa, that is a huge redwood tree. Wow. I mean, that's how kids are, right? Just about anything, because everything's brand new to them, which that's what I'm saying. We as adults are so missing in life. And it's so sad. And the fact is, and this is what I've discovered, and this is why I'm so excited about all the stuff that I'm writing about and what I'm dancing about and speaking about, is because this is exactly how life is supposed to be. Who knew? Who knew that as adults, we are supposed to still have tremendous joy and wonder about life? And about what we're doing and about the fun things we're discovering and what we're creating and what we're sharing and what we're seeing, what we're discovering. I think I said discover. Sorry, don't mean to be redundant. But it's flippin' amazing to be able to live life this way now. So much happier, so much more joy. Oh, man, if everybody could feel this, things would be so much better in the world. And I really am convinced that it's not just about feeling this, it's figuring out how to feel this, which I've done, which that's why I'm so excited about what I'm sharing, because I've gone through this really amazing journey. uh, and it's so, gosh, the stuff I've learned is so amazing and uh, just impressive. Like, wow. And I had to go through so much to find it. So I'm sharing that. That's what my whole mission is now. And a huge part of that is to learn how to be a rebel. And for someone who spent decades of being the good girl, oh, look at that. See? How phenomenal is that? Now, pretend you're a little kid and you're looking straight up to the top of that tree and just allow yourself to go, whoa, how fabulous is that? That's just amazing. These trees can be so big like that. And if you've never had a chance to go to Yosemite or to go up to like Big Sur and see these redwoods or sequoias, I mean, it's just, you gotta do it. This is incredible, incredible stuff to behold in person. These pictures, I mean, they're great, and so it's really fun to have pictures because I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, why not look at that? You could frame that. And I mean, you could erase the little guy in there if you don't want to see a person. But that's like, oh man, look at that. These could be in frames, would be such a good thing on the wall to just stare at sometimes, right? I mean, wow, that is such a great shot. These are great pictures. Excuse me, and I love them. Thank you to my producer for putting them up. But the thing is this is like when you're standing amongst these trees for real, it's wow, like it gives me the chills because it's so enormous. It's almost otherworldly, but yet it's right here on planet Earth. And so it's right there for us to enjoy. That's what life is. It's right here for us to enjoy, and that's what we should be doing. That's what life is supposed to be. Love, joy, fun. And I spent way too much time faking it and performing happy when inside I was literally dying. And it was excruciating. I didn't even want to be here anymore. And that's really, really sad. That's how I viewed life. Actually, I viewed life like it was a chore to be here. I'd literally open my eyes in the morning and curse. Fuck. Why did my eyes open and I'm still here? Why do I still have to be here? What is the point? I mean, on and on and on. It was bad. And now it couldn't be more different than how I am now, how I feel now when I wake up in the morning. It's like, whoa, I have another day to do lots of fun things. Fun, fulfilling, useful, exciting. It's so different. It's so different. And I'm not even faking it now. I don't have to fake it. I'm just doing it for real. But it takes a huge change. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't want to have to change. But I'm telling you, it's so worth it. It's so worth it. And I would love to help you because that's actually now what I do. It's what I'm here for. It's why I've gone through all of this stuff is to share what I learned. And there's a lot. And it's so fun to be able to um, help other people discover this stuff and to rebel for themselves. And like I was saying, as a good girl, because I was such a good girl, I just did what I was told. And I, you know, did everything, did all my homework, I did all the stuff, right? I was a good person. I did everything that I was supposed to do. And it brought me just a ton of tears and grief. So, I got to the point that it was like, oh, what is the point? Why am I going through this? So I just decided, you know what? Screw that. Why do it that way? Why keep going that way when clearly it's not working? So I totally rebelled and said, I am not following this life pattern anymore. When I discovered what was really going on, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. And now things are so much different and so much more fun and fulfilling and just, well, I already went through a whole litany. But anyway, I want that for you in your life because I'm just like so excited, just the prospects of what happens if a whole slew of us rebel, rebel against being a fawn and start growing some antlers, becoming rebel fawns, not to change, not to change goodness, because we don't have to do that. That's the thing. I think people like me are afraid that if we're going to rebel, that we're going to then look like the narcissists who take advantage of us. And that's not it at all. I actually come to discover that you don't have to give up your goodness. You actually get to retain your goodness. It's learning how to be very well. There, my producer just put up something. Oh, yeah, I'm enjoying life right there for sure. Very much enjoying life right there. Okay, you can change that off now. Oh my word. So, yeah, we don't have to give up being good. We don't have to stop being kind. We don't have to do anything of that nature. We get to still be good, kind, loving, giving people and doing right things, but in a more protected way. Like giving, but to the right people, not to manipulators and exploiters, that sort of thing. That's what I'm talking about. And it's amazing how simple that sounds, and yet it's not. Well, let me put it this way, it's so much like ballet. Well, everything is like ballet because ballet is life. So it pertains to everything, as I always tell my students. But it's true. There are so many things about ballet that's actually simple. It's like you just do this and this, point A to point B. Simple. It's the getting from point A to point B and understanding how to do that. That's the difficulty. And that's exactly what I went through with this, but in a huge, profound way. It's so simple to now have this life that is way worth living compared to the one that I felt was not. And I'm obviously very glad that I'm still here and that I didn't actually go through with anything that I wanted to do um, to end it all because it was so. Anyway, you can read all about it in the book. It will be published this year at some point, and year by year. Let me just clarify. I'm not sure if it means the year 2026 or if it's the year before I turn 61, which is next May. So I did use my birthday, my 60th birthday, as my launch year. And I was like, I'm going to get this stuff done. I'm going to start dancing and speaking, which is scheduled to do in July. I'm so excited. And publish my book and get going on mentoring folks so that I can help and help produce more rebels. So I hope you'll join this movement. I really do. Because I feel like there could be so much good that goes out into the world if enough of us start standing up for ourselves. And in essence, not allowing the manipulators, the takers, and the exploiters to get their way. It's time. It really is time to stop that. It's really time to stand up and say no. And I'm not talking about like a global out there. I'm talking personally in our own quiet lives that nobody knows about, that we grow our antlers and start standing up to the people who mistreat us, who manipulate, exploit, take, never give, who are only in it for themselves, that only want to serve themselves. And I'm pretty darn sure I have not gone out and surveyed the entire population. Okay, so this is an opinion. I do not have hard data, but I'm pretty sure that literally everybody has someone like that in their life right now. And you probably can think of someone like that and go, "Ooh, yeah." And yet we still placate and bow down and do what it is that we do because we don't want their feelings to get hurt. We don't want it's like mm, there's so much to understand about that, and that's what I'm teaching now, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to help this become more known, and because we already know now who the exploiters, takers, and manipulators are, the narcissistic type people. We've had a pretty good decade, I think, of understanding who those folks are. Now it's time to shift the awareness onto who we are and how it is we let those folks get away with it and damage us in the process. What is that all about? Who are we letting that happen? And that's becoming a rebel fawn. And so I'm so excited. So anyway, that's it. I know I was kind of rambling, but I'm just so excited about the things going on. And literally, it is such a different life. I just cannot even explain. It's really hard to put into words what I'm living now, even though that's like what I'm doing is writing and speaking. So hopefully I'll figure it out. But actually, the dancing probably will tell the story a lot better because there are no words because it's such a deep thing that I'm super excited for that part for real. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day and please don't hesitate to reach out, message me. You know where to find me here, my YouTube channel, on Insta and Facebook. I am the Rebel Ballerina Show. And so message me and let's start talking about how you can grow your own antlers because it's pretty fun. So have an awesome day and I will see you next time on the Rebel Ballerina Show.